Hey, for adults only. Hi, YouTubers. I'm Grandma Nan, and I'm a social, philosophical, poetic commentator, and I'm here today to tell you whatever, right? Whatever. My son came over the other night and said, Mother, here's an article from the New York Times that you might find interesting. There's a lot of people that don't want to eat animals because they're alive. Well, these people say, well, veggies are alive too, so there. And I've always agreed with that. You know, when you put your knife to an onion to cut its top or bottom off, after you pulled it out of the ground, well, it's already, you killed it when you pulled it out of the ground. But lettuce, like when you cut off its leaves and leave the roots there to grow some more lettuce, I don't really feel too bad about that. But it's really hard, like cutting down a tree. I have a hard time with that. It took so many years to grow that. And these palms out here, some of these hapus take forever to grow. People cut off their beginnings, their seeds, their tentacles that are helping to grow the plant, and they eat them. That's just so sad. I can't. So that's one subject I wanted to talk about, right? My son reminded me that the New York Times says everything's alive, and we agree, huh? Right? The second article he brought up from the New York Times is actually I'm down from him as far as altitude is concerned, elevation, I mean. Not much, but just enough to know you're walking up to his house and you know you're walking down to mine. And we're about 1,000 feet apart, so I can't hear him, he can't hear me, so it's kind of like he's next door, So this one, dated January 19th, 2010, says, researchers find study of medical marijuana discouraged. Now, he brought it to me in great big print so I could read it better, but still, I'm not going to read it to you. You can read it yourself if you want to. But just the idea that, hey, there are some researches going on out there. The few that I do notice is the University of Massachusetts, California at, San Diego, and there's another university, the Mississippi one that's already growing marijuana, right? So it's work on it, right? Well, if you didn't know already, I'm a certified medical marijuana patient, and I was supposed to die yesterday, and yesterday, and yesterday, and the day before that, and the year before that, and the year before that, and I keep on living past everybody's expectations, including my own, and I just, every time I wake up in the morning or wake up from a nap, I just go, oh wow, I got some more time, all right, and I'm so thrilled, although it's sad when it's a gloomy, dull day like today, but still, I'm so glad to be here. So I wrote a few notes down in the middle of the night. Oh, first I have to tell you about my son also brought down the local paper, the Hawaii. Let's see if I can hide it up so you can. The Hawaii, the Hilo paper, right? The Herald Tribune, and you can see the main feature is about marijuana, right? Marijuana, hats off to thee. To our colors true we shall ever be. Green, 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 united are we. Rah, rah, rah for marijuana. Rah, 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 rah for the marijuana plant. It says marijuana bills to be introduced. Penalty for possession would be reduced. Oh, that would be good. By John Burnett. He's our Tribune Herald staff writer. And I can't begin to read the words, but there you are. If you want to look it up, that's always easy. the Hawaii Tribune Herald, Wednesday, January 20th, 2010, and their byline is, "Proudly serving Hilo and the Big Island since 1933. Imagine that. So there you are from the written world, and now we have a minute or two maybe for the rest of the world. So I say to you, what's going on in your world? Over here, we're just waiting for the sun to come out, and time to go water the plants, although it did rain a little bit, maybe almost a half an inch last night. It's nice when it rains at night, as long as the sun shines during the day. Doesn't always happen that way, but we can always wish for it, right? So I was going to set the timer, and I forgot to set the timer, so now I've got to check and see by getting up there to look, because, okay, if it's at 6, let's even say 7, we got 3 minutes left, right? Oh, that would take forever for me to get this right. Forget you guys. I better practice when I'm not on the air, so to speak, because I sure didn't get that right. Well, that's too bad, because I don't want to run over my 10 minutes so you can enjoy this today. So I'll say, hey, and you already know this, it's January 21st, Thursday, 2010, and I have on my notes to make myself a United States map that I can write on as to who's medical marijuana and who's working on it, because Angela gave us a list just the other day, and so I have a closing song for you. I'm silly and senile and 74, and I want to be silly and senile some more. So I filmed today to see what you'd say when I tell you what I have to say. So what I have to say is, oops, I shouldn't be rattling the table. Love yourself first, take care of those that love you, and love those that take care of you. And don't forget to have a hit with me. Oops, there I did it again. This table's just too wiggly. See you next time.